The temperatures here are gonna freeze tonight and all my plants are going to die. That's why I just decided to dig everything up and take them all into the garage for the night. All right, so that's what I'm working on right now. I've dug up several of those plants already, and then I'm putting them into little containers and moving those containers onto this so I can just push all of that into the garage.
Okay. Oh, I see, okay.
All right, so now it's been 3 days since I dug up these plants and moved them into the garage. And every day I'm taking them out into the sun because they like to have 6 to 8 hours of sun each day. And then at nighttime, I bring them into the garage, close the garage door, and let them stay here overnight. Now in the garage right now, it's about 73 degrees. Which is great, and outside it's closer to 50 degrees, or on the colder days it's getting down into the 30s. And even though every night it doesn't freeze outside, the temperatures still get pretty cold. And so when these plants were outside in the garden, the temperatures got down into the 30s, so 35, 37, 38. For multiple nights. And so even though it didn't freeze, these plants don't like to be cold, especially the basil plant, the red pepper, the jalapeno pepper. And so because they were outside for several days of relatively low temperatures, they started to show signs of stress. So you can see some of their leaves are wilting, some of the leaves turned brown, and some of the leaves look a little bit burned on the edges. And all of this is signs of stress, mostly because of the cold, but also because I dug them up and changed their location, and so they don't like that. And let me show you how they reacted to several nights of cold weather and then me moving them into the garage. See, look at this. Several of the corn plants have already started to wilt a little bit. Some of the basil plants here, the leaves have turned brown. I think this is one of the pepper plants. The leaves are turning a little bit brown. And this is the dill. And you can see some of these pieces of the dill have already wilted. So I'm going to stick to my plan and wheel this cart outside each day so these plants can get 6 to 8 hours of full sun. And every night I will wheel it back into the garage so they can have a comfortable, safe place each night. And then after about 2 weeks or so, I'm planning to plant all of these back in the garden outside when the overnight temperatures are closer to 55 or 60 degrees. Hopefully the plants survive, fingers crossed, and I'll keep you posted on how things go. If you enjoyed listening to me talk in English about my garden, and if you learned something new, then remember to subscribe to the channel for more English listening videos like these, where you can watch something interesting and also practice your English listening skills.